Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know when Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind?
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Set. Get ready. Right there. 56. All right. Here we go. Let's go. Ready.
On first down, Shipley. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 24, Newton. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
And a sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll run on first down. Shipley, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 27, Newton. And that'll be incomplete.
Newton's pass incomplete on the throwaway. It's third down and 8 yards.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Mike 56. You ain't going nowhere. Understand.
Newton. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Check girls, check girls, check girls. Check your hot read.
X3, 218, chopper. Shoot.
Throwing now is Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. The tight end, Kelsey, was the intended target, and it's second down.
Hey, exit.
Here's Breeze. And this one caught by Travis Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Got it.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
First down.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
How about that, partner? That's a gutsy run, a physical run, an explosive run, and he's inside the 10-yard line now. I don't know if you hand it to him again on this play, but make the defense think that you will, and maybe you have some options off of it.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Tighten up. 5.
They will run with Grant. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. On the keeper, it's Breeze. Try to wedge his way in there, no signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks him, and he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Carolina. Kenny Galladay, his 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. On 2nd down now, it's Grant, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Breeze now to throw. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And an alley to run. He's at the 50, 30. 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Corey Grant, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's got his man on the out route. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there for the Panthers. 41 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Got it. 56, right there, 56. They gonna need some therapy after this. 20.
From the red zone now, Newton. Out right, this is Boyle, the tight end. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Great.
Under 10, 10.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now Newton. Looking for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, Haywood!
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Shut up!
This is Grant. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They're running it.
Five!
Mike Ford.
Snap!
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Looking deep for Adams. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Newton. He's able to find Wallace. A first down there on a pickup of 25. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
Newton now to throw. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Breeze. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, it's Grant. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 1st down, it's Newton. Flushed out right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back in pass rush. They've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
56 to Mike. 8. Express. Mike 56. Mike 56.
2nd and 10. Newton again. Going long here for Wallace. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Davenport in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now the question, what do you do here? Time, not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure You don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Grant. He's going to have the first down past the 20 as he's all the way up to the 24-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Hey, high 7. Hurry, hurry.
You don't see me in your nightmares, son.
Breeze now on first down. Looking deep for Adams. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Get it.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Corey Grant, 76 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, Charlie. Yes, yes. Look at me. Zipper.
Time to go, night-night. Right there.
Shotgun now for Breeze. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Third down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run with Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, Shipley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off play action, Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sheldon Rankins in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think
and this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now Breeze. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically...
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
On 2nd down, it's Grant. 8 yards there helps, but they're still stuck now. 3rd and long coming up.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
It's complete to Grant. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Down. 8 read. Hey, echo. Down.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From just shy of midfield, Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Davenport racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now it's Lockett. A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
On 2nd down now. It's Grant, and no room that time, getting it to about the 46. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch the run.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Now he's going to go deep down the left. He's got it at the 15. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 40 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. It's been an easy day for them.
They'll run on 1st down. Grant. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him.
And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Leonard Fournette His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Play action. It's Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's a game of 11. And it's 3rd down.
56, Mike, 56. Check back.
To throw on 3rd down. Newton. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
56 to Mike. 56.
Newton throwing again. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The throw once more on 2nd and 10. Newton. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Great. 56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. Target.
To the air again, Newton. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Jordan in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. The Panthers going for it on 4th. Newton. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
18 Gator.
54 Mike. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
2.
They'll try the left side. It's Grant, and he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Cameron Jordan in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
20. 8.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Gun.
Throwing again. Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Throwing is Newton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first.